Hello lovelies, it's time for Pongal and we are talking about day one of Pongal, which is called Bhogi. So Bhogi is a traditional festival that's celebrated generally in South India, particularly in the state of Tamil Nadu. It is also a festival that is actually dedicated to the god of rain, Lord Indra, and it is the harvest festival. So the idea is to discard all of your old belongings. People usually cleanse their homes and light a bonfire. And this is a harvest festival and it's time for renewal. So I'm choosing to keep this eco-friendly, and what I'm going to do with this Bhogi festival season is that I'm going to discard some of my old products that I don't want to use anymore or that I feel more conscious about not using, and show you what I've replaced them with. So it's all about the renewal, the cleansing and embracing the positive energies of the harvesting and discarding all of those old things. So I'm going to get into what products I'm getting rid of and what I'm replacing them with. And now starting with what has become something that I've become very conscious about is using cruelty-free products. So I actually had a vitamin E oil serum that was not from a cruelty-free brand. So I'm getting rid of that, and I am replacing it with a vitamin, just a pure vitamin E oil that I got from a pharmacy. So this is my first step to discarding my products and getting new products in. The second thing that I have become conscious about is using makeup wipes. These are great makeup wipes, honestly. They really help with traveling. It's easy to take on the go, but I've realized that number one, it tugs on your skin a lot. But it's also not environmental friendly because we keep using and throwing these things, and I found an alternative to that. So I am discarding this one right there. And what I'd like to use is a combination of a cleansing balm that I just recently got and I'm really liking this one, or a bi-phase makeup cleanser that I use, which has oil and water in it. Any brand would do, but these are much better alternatives. These are so tiny and easy to carry as well when you're traveling. So this is the switch that I've also made. And now it's time for the third product. So actually this one, I have already made the switch and I don't have the one I discarded, so it's already gone. So I used to use more physical exfoliants, the ones that are scrubs, and I've made the switch to more chemical exfoliants. This one has AHAs and BHAs, it's an enzyme scrub, and I feel like that's so much better for my skin, and my skin is less sensitive now that I use these. But of course, exfoliation in moderation is what you should be working towards, but I prefer chemical exfoliants now, so I have discarded the physical exfoliants. And now it's time for one of my most favorite products that I'm getting rid of, and I'm actually quite sad, but this is again because of that cruelty-free sort of conscience that I've gotten. So I used to use a lip mask that I love. I've spoken about it so much. It's amazing. It performs great. But I recently found out that it is not cruelty-free. And so I am getting rid of that. And I've made a switch to actually quite a similar formula of a lip mask that I love now. It actually has a twist up bottle, and I don't have to dig my fingers into the mask. So actually it's a better switch. So this is the switch that I've also made recently. And now it's time for one of the most used product, is that I used to love using a sunscreen that was, no white cast, that spread easily, that had many variations, which always almost meant that I had to use a chemical sunscreen. But now I have found a mineral sunscreen that is brilliant, that is great, that I'm loving. So I'm ditching the chemical sunscreen, and I've made the switch to a mineral sunscreen. This is also tinted and I love it. It's also moisturizing, so I found the perfect formula for me. But nowadays they have a lot more mineral sunscreens with variations to suit your skin type, so maybe you would also want to make this switch. And now one of the biggest switches that I've made is ditching plastic bottles. They are not environmental friendly. They also are said to be having ingredients that are cancer causing. So I've decided to ditch the plastic water bottle, and I'm just placing it because it's going to make a loud thud. And I have made a switch to a glass water bottle that is so much more safer for me and for the environment. And now you can already see my table already looks decluttered, and this makes me feel so good about Bhogi. But wait, I have one more little initiative that I've been meaning to do this Bhogi season. So what I've done is that with Bhogi, there's a lot of burning off your old stuff that goes into the process of celebrating Bhogi. There's a bonfire that's lit, people discard things, get rid of their old things, and that lands up creating a lot of pollution and smoke in the air. And so as a very small little step from my side, I've decided to plant a tree, a pot a plant, a small little one. So please be mindful and try and pot a plant so that you can reverse the damage in the environment that is caused by all of that smoke and pollution that's coming from this Bhogi season. And don't forget to stay positive, stay healthy, and get rid of all of that evil and bring in the goodness that you want in your life. Happy Bhogi!